Welcome to a special Buzz with Your Cuz deep dive. And yes, I am actually saying that out loud.
You really went for it.
I had to. Look, if this sparks any questions for you as we're talking, make sure to drop a note in the comments and subscribe so we can tailor our next deep dive just for you. Today, we're looking at a literal bottle of youth.
We really are. We've been reviewing a video from Cam over at the Flour, Eggs, and Yeast channel. He has this
Serious passion for Italian wines, especially the ones hiding unexpected health benefits, right?
Oh, absolutely. So today's mission is unpacking Cannonau. It's Sardinia's star red wine. We're taking Cam's tasting notes and combining them with insights from Decanter magazine.
And there's a huge genetic plot twist right out of the gate here.
Yeah. So despite growing in total isolation on the island of Sardinia for centuries, DNA analysis shows Cannonau is actually genetically identical to the Grenache grape.
Which fuels this massive historical debate. Because you have one theory that the grape arrived in the 14th century.
Right when the Kingdom of Aragon conquered Sardinia.
Exactly. But then Italian researchers point out the island has a winemaking history stretching back 3,000 years. So they argue the grape is actually native to the island.
Well, whichever origin story you lean toward, the wine it produces today is entirely its own thing. I mean, you might wonder if it's genetically Grenache. Why does it taste so different?
Right. Sardinian winemaker Antonella Corda explained to Decanter that they harvest Cannonau much earlier than typical Grenache.
And that earlier harvest locks in this vibrant freshness. You get these really bright red berry flavors, which, by the way, makes it incredibly food-friendly. Those fresh red berry notes pair perfectly with roasted meats or like a rich pasta dish.
Oh, totally. And I was surprised to learn that the island's environment plays just as big a role as the genetics. I mean, Sardinia has these hot, dry conditions, but the grapes are often grown at higher altitudes.
Yes, those massive temperature swings between day and night bring out these floral and white pepper notes. It's the terroir.
The unique local environment really leaving its fingerprint on the wine.
Exactly. And that environment doesn't just change the flavor profile, it fundamentally alters the chemistry of the grape. The harsh, high-altitude conditions actually stress the vines.
And to protect themselves, the grapes produce much higher levels of antioxidants.
Which in turn ends up protecting us.
That perfectly bridges into the wellness side of this, for those of you focused on general health. If you leave the mainland of Italy and head west to Sardinia, you enter what scientists call a blue zone.
Where locals famously live into their mid-90s and well past 100.
And researchers have been trying to replicate their habits. Cam points out a great starting point is simply a glass of Cannonau.
The medical link is substantial here. Those antioxidants the stressed grapes produce are specifically polyphenols and anthocyanins.
To avoid getting too bogged down in the chemistry, just think of them as the plant compounds that give the wine its deep red color.
Yeah, they basically act like a rust proofer for your blood vessels. It's this high concentration that really connects the local wine to that famous Sardinian longevity.
So if you're standing in the wine aisle, Italian labels can look like a secret code. How do we navigate the Cannonau di Sardegna DOC?
Well, a DOC is essentially a strict Italian quality assurance label. For beginners, just focus on the experience you want. If you want a fresh, everyday wine, look for the standard dry red.
Which sits at a minimum of 12.5% alcohol, right?
Right. But if you're looking for something with a bit more complexity and structure, you'd look for the Reserva.
Does the Reserva label mean it's been aged longer?
Precisely. It requires a slightly higher alcohol content at 13%, and it has to age for 2 full years.
Including at least 6 months resting in oak or chestnut barrels, right?
Yes, which gives it those deeper, earthier notes.
What if I'm looking for something richer, maybe to pair with dessert?
You'd want the Liquor Rosso. It's a fortified style requiring a year of aging. You can find it sweet at 16% alcohol or dry, which clocks in at a robust 18%.
You know, you would think a wine with a 3,000-year history and life-extending properties would cost a fortune, but it's incredibly affordable. For listeners in the U.S., it runs about $15.
And in Europe, it's just 5 to 8 euros.
It really offers exceptional value. It marries those unique, fresh flavors with tangible longevity benefits.
Definitely. Cam actually shared a great personal note from his tasting. He said the absolute best occasion to open a bottle of this healthy wine is simply at any time.
Cheers to that. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought to mull over. If centuries of environmental isolation on a Mediterranean island can transform a standard Grenache grape into a localized bottle of youth, how much does our own daily environment shape our health and longevity compared to our genetics? Think about it. Thanks for diving in with us.